Eyelids. This is from Dan Johnson. Go to
DJ.
Obviously, we
Khaled.
don't want this to happen, but say you wake up pissed at a party and someone has taken a razor to your face. What would you rather? One eyebrow has been completely hacked off, or would you rather them take both? If option one, would you shave the second and let them grow back together, or just keep the one off and wait for it on its own? Nice one, Dan J.
Well, first of all, I'm telling you right now, this has either happened to him before or he's done it to someone.
Recently?
No.
Look at his eyebrows.
But what happened was, it weren't eyebrows, but my mate fell asleep and he was like the alpha of our group. And he fell asleep at a party, we all drew on him. But everyone, you know, it's always one-upmanship in it. I got my balls and rested him on his head. Anyway, he wakes up, he's got cunt on his head and cock and balls and all that. He wakes up and went, you're going to have to look at your face. He went, nah, none of you's got the bollocks to do anything to me. And walked out, you know, fucking proper cocksure of himself and went to a cafe and all came out. And then showing the pictures me, the bollocks on his head and that. Anyway, we went on holiday a few weeks later, Malia, after me gambling winnings. And he gets me back. So he gets me, strips me naked, sellotapes me to a table, and then all the lads took turns in whipping my bollocks with wet towels and invited the girls in from the next room and all that. So,
oh my God.
I'd probably
That's
go
not
for
the same.
I'd probably go for, you know, both eyebrows for symmetry.
Now, can I...
You only want one off. Because if you want the second one off once you see yourself, you've got the option to shave it off.
It doesn't matter. You're going to.
It's a bit like box one, the smelly go, and the billion. You know, you need to keep your options.
Yeah.
If they've both gone, you can do nothing with it.
Yeah.
If you've got one, you may be like, do you know what?
Cut a few of your pubes off.
I look like I'm really
Bit of
concentrating.
pit stick. Sorted.
I love how we're just skipping over the most horrifying lad's holiday story ever.
That sounds like Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But it also sounds like you're home like with your autistic brother.
There was putting sellotape on my dick and ripping it off until my foreskin was ripping. And
Are you still mates with these?
yeah, a couple of
Right.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, best man at his wedding next
Old lads.
I went, do you remember N-Dubs?
Yes.
Do you remember that song where it's like, my name's Shanique, what I'm what?
Yeah.
I went skinny dipping on the beach and fell asleep pissed. And the security guard, like, nudged me, like, going, you know, to wake up. And I jumped up right in his face and went, my name's Shanique, what I'm what? And he bitch slapped me and knocked me down. Dropped me with a slap. I said, my name's Shanique, what I'm what to his face.
Jamie, how old are you?
30.
You've lived a life.
That's been a hard 30, isn't it? Been a hard
Can I
30.
ask one question before we ask the prepared ones? Because I feel like we haven't actually got this answer yet. And this is going to say something. Jamie, what would you say is the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
Well, it's because of loyalty
Right.
this happened. My own loyalty come back to stab me in the back. So 2000, you know, summers were longer, grass was green and all that. And it's summer holidays. And me and my mate went collecting berries. So you used to go in the litter, get empty bottles of Coke and Lucasade and that. And we used to go to a field and fill them with berries and plant them. And in case anyone wanted a berry war with us. Right. Unbeknownst to me, my mate's been eating these berries. Shits himself. I start feeling guilty because he's caked in shit. So I deliberately shit myself so I could sympathise with him. And then, so after I deliberately shit myself, I'm covered in shit. I want to tell him my gesture, but I'm a bit embarrassed because I'm covered in shit. So I thought, I won't tell him. And I stayed playing out, covered in my own shit. I went home and thought, right, I need to get rid of the evidence. So I hid my boxers on top of my mum's wardrobe. And they stay there for days, festering in the 2000 heatwave. My mum and dad start to think there's a dead mouse. So they're about to call Rent-A-Kill. And then I have to come clean. And there's my mum and dad. And I went, no, and I'm tears in my eyes. I went, no, it's not a dead mouse. It was me. And I went and grabbed my festered, shitty underpants. And that's when they thought I might be a bit simple. So that's probably the most harrowing, looking at me mum and dad's eyes when I explained I'd shit myself on purpose and hid the evidence. But at least we've not got mice.
What a friend. 9 years old, is that right?
Shit himself, and then didn't even tell him. What was the purpose of this? If you weren't going to tell him,
Empathy?
No, I was going to tell him, but then I thought he might think it's weird. I don't want to lose a mate.
Can you just muster a
Just-
shit like that?
Yeah,
I could do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no, you don't count. Could you just be like, mate,
Oh, big time.
an
mate.
empathy plop,
Yeah. My asshole's like a scooped out coconut. I can do it on cue.
half a hole?
Just gaping.
I could poo now.
We all know.
I don't need to.
We all know, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
could.
yeah.